Section 3.5, Estimating and Order of Operations with Decimals. Okay, let's come over here. We're going to estimate sums and differences with rounded decimal numbers, estimate products, and do the order of operations. Okay, let's come over and just take an example of one real quick here. We've got estimate the sum, then find the actual sum. First, estimate by adding the rounded numbers. Okay, 74, notice we're going to come in here, we look at the 7, look one over. Okay, it rounds down. Okay, the rules here are still the same. If they don't tell me what to do, I'm going to still go to this leftmost number here. Okay, leftmost number here is a 3. I go over, that's got a 5 or greater. That means it's going to go up, so this goes up to a 4. Here I've got a 5. The next number over is a 2, so I'm going to go down. I don't care what's happening to this side of the decimal since it's not my next number over. Come over here, just add up like normal. Okay, and then we can come in here if we need to and go ahead and add up our actuals. Okay, now we can find the actual. Look at whenever we do that, here's our actual number here. So our estimated number was this 124. Our actual ended up being this 130.139. So pretty close, you know. So let's come in here, let's do another one. Okay, estimate the difference. Okay, then find the actual. Okay, I'm gonna come all the way over here and look at my difference here and go, okay, what do I have going on here? Looking at my leftmost number, the next one is a 3. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make this right here 130. Let me get my pen out here. So this right here is going to be 130. Well, this right here, notice I've got a 1, then I got a 7. 7 is 5 or greater, which means I'm going to go up. Okay, so then I've got 130 minus 120. Well, looking at that, I've got a 0, a 1, and a 1. So here, my estimated is going to be 110. Well, let's see what the actual is going to be. Well, let's come in here. Now notice, we've filled in everything. We've lined up our decimal values. Well, 6 from 8 is going to be 2. Here, this will turn to an 11. This will turn to a 13. Okay, this will turn to an 11 as well. And this will turn to a 2. Okay. So coming here, 2 from 11 is going to give me a 9. Okay, I got 13 and 5 here, so that's going to give me an 8. Go ahead and bring down that decimal. Then I've got 11 and 7. Okay, well that's going to give me, let's see here, 11 and 7. It's going to give me 4. And then I've got 2 from 1, which is going to be a 1. And then I've got a 1. So this is going to give me 114.892, and notice I can go ahead and double check my answer by go ahead and adding it all back up. I got this 17.526. Come back in, I got 8, 11, 14. Okay, here we got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now I've got 3 and I've got 1, 132.418. So yes, this works out perfectly. Well, let's come over here and let's keep it going. Okay, we're going to estimate the product, then find the actual product. Okay, once again, go to the leftmost number. Okay, so by estimating, my leftmost number here is a 3. The next number is a 5, which means I'm going to have to round this up to 0.4. Okay, here I've got 6.1, but I'm not really as concerned about that point as I am. I've got a 6. My next number here is a 1, so it's going to be just rounded down, which just keeps it as 6. So I can come here and go 6.0. Okay, well I can come in here and go, okay, well let's do 0, 0, 0. Then I'm going to have 24. Then I'm going to have 6 times 0 plus 2. Add all this up, and I get 240. But notice I've got 2 places here. Okay, so that's going to give me 2.4. And not really having to, I didn't have to put that 0 there. I could have just put a 6, just kind of put it in just for the sake of just kind of showing what kind of happens to that. Okay, now let's do our actual. Here's our estimate, is 2.4. My actual though, let's do 0.356. And then here I'm going to have 6.1. Notice, not really worried about lining up decimals here. Okay, so I've got a 6, a 5, a 3. I don't need to put the 0. I'll go and put it in, but that's what's going to happen there. Don't really need that, so don't get used to doing that. put a 0 here because I'm going to the next place value. 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, I got 6 times 5 is 30, plus 3 is 33. Oops, 6, that's going to be a 3. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 19, 20, 21. So here I've got a 1 and a 2. Okay, so let's come in here, add all this up. I've got 6, 11, 7, 1, and 2. So my actual is going to be 217.16. Now let's work on the order of operation here. Go ahead and write this out. Let's don't forget our, here, let me go ahead and write out our PEMDAS here. Okay, remember we got parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division from left to right, addition, subtraction from left to right. I don't have any parentheses, so I can get rid of that. Well, notice I do have an exponent here. I've got 3.12 squared. Well, when I work that out, it ends up being 9.61. Okay, then I've got this plus 7.05 divided by 1.5. Okay, well I can come over here off to the side here and I'm going to do 1.5 divided by 7.05. I'm going to move my decimal place over. Okay, I'll switch colors here, and notice that's going to put the decimal here and put the decimal right here. That's going to leave me with 15 divided by 70. Okay, well let's see, 15, 30, 45, 60, that's going to be 4. Okay, and that's going to give me 60 right here. Let's come in here and let's subtract off this, that, and get 10, and then bring down my 5. I get 105. 15 will go into 105 7 times, and that gives me 105 with a remainder of 0. So here, continuing on, I've got 9.61. Get back my other color here. 9.61 plus 4.7, because notice this division here, I did my exponent, there was no multiplication, did my division, now I'm working on adding and there's no subtraction. So I've got 9.61 plus 4.7, I'll write this off to the side, 9.61, line up my decimals, 4.7, go and put a 0 there, I get 1, here I'm got 7 plus 6, that's going to give me a 13, come over here, that's going to give me 14, and so my final answer here is going to be 14.31.